perfect evening for college football where they're chanting "Go Huskies" and it's reverberating across all of the boats on Lake Washington as this purple-clad crowd is ready to get another season of Husky football started. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will have the opening possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's...
There he goes! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great.
Lets it fly. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UNLV's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been. Leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Caught over the middle. It's Beasley. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. To the air, it's Bennett. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Zings it complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Handoff from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. It's a seam wide open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Bennett. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been firing on cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Washington right back to the line. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He might want another play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Hit as he throws. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. defense changing the play. To the air, it's St. Clair. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Finally corralled. Before he picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Motion from the wideout. Used the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Husky! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield, it's Bennett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Washington wants to go quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run the option. Quick toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Swings it out to his running back. He's going for the goal line. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, it's Bennett. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got to play in
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's now up to 95 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rebels offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Ellington. Under fire. And wings it incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in his booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskies are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 28 to Texas A&M. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Ellington. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Oh, he can't get it out of there. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab, it's Perry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a match.
He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads it left. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Husky. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Ellington. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Holly. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been...
They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Washington, 73.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
To kick off.